Look at all these assholes. Anyway, let's play some Mass Effect. Alright, so we were set ourselves up last night to just run down and go get Liara. So let's do that. Quick scan of the system. That's right, nothing there. Really nothing there. There's something on one of these buttons. There we go. Nope, wrong button. Hate when I do that. Is there anything in the belts? I can't remember. Yep, there it is right there. No, idiot. Damn it. Let's go get my favorite character in the whole game. I'm not saying something, because there's a lot of characters. Like Rex, he's awesome. Coming with me. Garrus, he's pretty cool. Tally, she's okay. Pretty hot for an alien. Caden, I barely remember you. Ash, I like Ash. A lot of people don't like Ash. Ash is a total smartass. Oh yeah, Mako time.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Perhaps you could elaborate a little more, Joker? Don't drive into the lava. That would be bad. Yeah, what up, Pablo? Got this exciting action right here to check out. And gift worship. There it is. Ow! did mean to convert some shit to Omnigel, but I had something to repair with. Oh well, we'll do that later. Hopefully I won't take too much damage.
Only a fool punches a knapsack in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull
What
its
the
tail.
fuck? What the hell are you stuck on, dude? You gotta love this thing. Ow. Another one did. I think you actually get. Whoa. What the hell's going on here? Yeah, don't get too excited. It's just Jax always auto-hosts me whenever I go live. It goes away in a second. Whoa! Am I this rusty with the damn Mako? I don't remember driving like this terribly before. And just run this guy over. Oh, I saw one back there. Yeah. Like a handful around. Alrighty.
Cover me.
Think we got him, Commander.
Sure did, Ash. Sure did. Yeah, Rex got a shotgun. She's got an assault. We're ready. This isn't even... Shot him in the ass! Do they even have an ass? I don't know. Not that we need it now, but just to be thorough. Forget. Can you get some over here? Yeah, that's right. You can get something over here. There's just a cookie cutter hole. No, there is something here. Okay. At the very least, we got a nade. That works. Nothing down there. I think there might be one thing over here. Nope. Moving on. Actually, it's a good time to see because, oh yeah, I can also upgrade a little bit. 2 points. Yeah, I always put them in those because why not? 2 points for Ash. Yeah, that's a good thing to have. Let's see. Excuse me. Alright, that's good. Just keep pressing onward. They're never-ending quests for XP. Ah, I just jumped right into that one. Oh, come on. Highly doubt he could hit me from that far away. Lots of shit up here. Kinda make it easier on myself to take it one at a time. That big fucker down there. It don't get hit by that. Holy shit. That would suck. I can hit that thing from here. Did. Works for me. Might as well level up. I've earned it. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Oh yeah, God, I gotta get AI hacking. next upgrade. I'm playing on veterans, so it's not like it's that hard. Whoop, just that guy. Hey, guy. I'm like shooting over him. There we go. Is this the road to Andromeda? No, no. It's the road to Theorem. Road to Liara. Oh, did you see that snipe shot? Blew his head clean off. Geth have heads? That's not really. They have light bulbs. And even that is just a construct that's consists of, you know, a million or so individual Geth. And here's the end of the line. Might as well save it here. Okay. Whoa. Shit. Well, that hurt. Who the fuck's in my way? Goddamn, Rex. You were a literal mountain. Ugh. There we go. Whoop. Get hit by that.
I lost shield.
God damn! Was not expecting that. Usually if you're in cover, especially on veteran, you're fine. Exactly. Definitely worth doing. What's up, bellboy? Thanks for checking in. Whoop. I'll try not to do that then, Ash. Get back there. Whoop. Ah, come on. Yeah, I definitely need to max it out because it's bugging me. That's usually one of the first things I do is max out sniper rifle because it's the only gun I use in the game. Obviously, there's others, but ooh, right in the face. Guess I should be doing this because I'm trying to get the. Have AI hacking?
I've lost shields.
There, you did. Whoop! Watch out for that thing.
Shield down.
I don't want to tell you how to do your job, Rex, but throw this guy or something. That guy all the way back there is causing trouble. Yeah. Fuck. Good. Bigger piece of cover, at least. Usually don't have this much trouble, yeah. Yeah, I'm debating who I want to romance when I get to Mass Effect 2, because it's obviously always a difficult choice. I never did the full romance with Jack into Mass Effect 3. So it's not a bad choice. I always prefer Ash, and then Miranda, and then Liara. But
Think we got him, Commander.
Jack always has a soft spot for me. Yeah, we definitely need to save here. Because I'm sure some dumb bullshit is going to kill me with this thing up here. Yeah, Liara is my girl. I mean, the first one I ever did was Ash. Because first playthrough I didn't know. I was like, oh, you could romance Liara? Oh, that's awesome. But I didn't realize it until after I had already chosen Ash. But yeah, Liara's always been my favorite out of the whole series. Just drop a tank right down on our heads. No big deal, right? Don't stick out there too much, dude. Thank you, Rex. There we go. Ah, these effing things. Get away from the tank. I know you can't do normal shock to it, so I'm trying to get the achievement, so just gotta throw as many of those out there as I can. How did that miss? There you go. Alright, you guys stay right here and hold its attention. Try to sneak up around it. Probably a mistake. Can I shoot it through here? Because that would be helpful. Nope. Yeah, I need to just attack it head on because I'm just going to get hit and die, and then that'll be that. What the hell are you getting stuck on now? There we go. Alright. No need to get cute with it.
I've lost shields.
Yeah, try not to do that, ship. Losing shields would be bad for your health. Such slow going in the early game. I want to get greedy now. Whoop. Going my way. Cannot take much of those. That should have been enough. I think it's hanging on for dear life. There it goes. Alright. Do some leveling. What did I want? Yeah. Oh, we'll either level... Let's just do that, because that's going to help us in the immediate. Level Ash. And my boy, Blue. Yeah, but I guess I better start leveling this for him. Nah, I went Engineer. I've done Vanguard in the past. I've done them all, obviously, but nah, I'm Engineer right now. And I just picked Sniper as my extra skill. Engineer's my favorite one, especially when you get to Mass Effect 3. You get a couple extra custom things, especially on Omega. Might as well save. No reason not to. Vanguard's like my least favorite one, too. I don't know why. Just happens to work out that way. Do 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 do, going down. Whoa. Oh, keep thinking like bees. Frickin' Melee. I don't know what game I'm thinking. Oh yeah, because I've been playing a lot of Gears of War. That's why. Yeah, Neural Shock doesn't do anything, and I know it doesn't do anything. Merely doing it. Get the achieve. Is Soldier...
Dare you to spin over the side.
Soldier was like the first thing I ever did because I didn't realize, you know, all the different classes that you could get. Can we not? I forget. Can we go over there? No. Guess we can't. What's up, Ash? How you doing? There you go, Pablo. Check that out. Should screen cap that. And peekaboo. How did I miss that? Rex, how the hell did you die? I don't even understand how you guys are dying.
Send me back in.
Say the word.
Let's get moving.
Man, you'd think it would be a little more reliable after 50,000 years. Oh well. Hey, Liara, are you in there? Yeah, you're in there.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to turn it up a little.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil.
Yeah.
I activated
we
the
kinda
tower's
can.
defenses. I knew the
I've
barrier
been
curtains would keep
fighting
them
them for
out.
the last couple
When
hours.
I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Hey, you hear that, Rex?
No sense standing around.
Charged and
There's a
locked.
Krogan around here. Try to take care of him.
Engaging target.
Who the hell's shooting at us? Ah! Watch out for that guy. I'll read your... Wait, here, I can read it now. Just doing this. Did she? Really? That's funny. I didn't even know that was possible. One of the many things I love about this game. There's just something new that you can get every single time. Ow, damn, I am almost dead. There's usually one more. Yeah, there he is. There you go. Was she just like dead in the shield there? When you like showed up eventually, Bellboy? Because that's kind of funny. I kind of want to like look that up on YouTube now. I've just done so many playthroughs where the first thing I do is go get Liara. That's always the first thing I do is go get Liara. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up on YouTube. I think that's the only shit that's out here. That'd be funny coming all the way down here and then just like, well, guess I should have got here sooner. Yeah, I forgot this. Nope. There it is. Arming the freaking laser. Everybody good? Everybody? Just have her back to Liara. We're just gonna act like all nonchalant, act like we don't care for a little bit, and then when she asks about us, you know, that's when we'll just jump in, right? No? Okay.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Hold on, Commander. Her mother's working with Saren. Can we trust her?
I am not my mother. I don't know why Benezia joined Saren. I don't want
Yeah, when I
anything to
first
do
did
with
it
that
on
tyrant bastard.
Insanity, yeah, this fight took forever on Insanity because you're such a low level when you first start out.
If she was with Sarah,
There was just so much just hiding, take a pot shot, just hide again until my shield came back. That was so annoying. Thankfully, I've already beaten it on Insanity, so I don't need to deal with that bullshit anymore.
There is an elevator back in the center.
As much
of
as
the
I
tower.
love
At
Mass
least
Effect
I
1
think it's an
over all the
elevator.
others,
It should
the
take us out
combat
of here.
system
Come
is
on.
so antiquated now.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Protein Expert.
The conduit, but I don't know.
I freaking love Ash and her smart ass.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Oh yeah, obviously everybody caught
The whole place
grenades,
is caving in.
but when you run out of them, because you only get 5, and that stupid Krogan lives through anything.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Gonna be close.
8 minutes? Where the hell are you parked, dude?
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
It'd take me 8 minutes to drive over here. Hey, how's it going, Grim Rim? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're enjoying the show. A cousin of yours, Rex?
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
You are really neon, dude. Like, super neon. And also, for good measure, just throw that guy. Alright, what is going on here? Thank you. That one did. Almost did. Shoot him in the feet. I'll just throw this at him anyway. Not that it's gonna do anything. Whoa, here he comes. There you go, right in the head. I think there's one other guest just hiding around the corner here. Yep, there he is. You did. Yeah, it's a piece of cake, even on veteran. Good idea, Shep. Stop to find out what's going on. Piece of cake.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds, we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have
Nah,
a lot of
it's a
experience
Joker thing.
dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
That's a pretty personal
I hate
question
to
there.
admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to
Yeah,
the
because your
Protheans.
species is a bunch of elitist assholes.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Indeed.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Ah, yes, the space racism. I love it. They actually like attack or handle adult themes, and then they do it in a kind of a realistic manner. They don't back away from it. Some of it's kind of cheesy, but
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring
exactly,
out why.
bellboy. Should I be a dick to her? Shut up and I'll tell you, bitch. Nah, I can't be mean to it.
They were wiped out
Lee.
by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you are right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
So what good are you?
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge
Or
of the
perhaps
Protheans
in my
might be useful
quarters.
later on.
It's pretty safe in there,
And
you
her
know?
biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Great, another alien.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
That
Thank you,
smile
Commander.
looks so awkward.
I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
Wait, who's that
It
guy?
is probably just mental exhaustion. coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Yep.
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the council?
I guess I'll talk to the assholes.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Yeah, my favorite one is
We've
just
received
blowing
your
them
report,
off
Commander.
multiple times in a
I
row.
understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
I certainly am. I've already got a box of condoms ready to go.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
I don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
I always love doing that. Anyway, let's see what trouble we can get into now. Hey, Presley. Anything new to say?
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team.
Yeah, but with the
here,
council,
Presley.
I
With all due
always,
respect,
always,
sir,
always
that's what they said about
choose
Nihilists. Look how that turned out.
to save the to save the fleet back instead of trying to rescue their asses. It's only recently that I've come around to, like, in my most recent playthrough, I let them live just to see what would happen. And I mean, the only thing you get is you save the Destiny Ascension, which I guess is their way of saying, you know, it evens itself out, but you still lose half the Fifth Fleet. Yeah, I don't really care about what you say.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to talk to everybody, but first we can... Yeah, that's what I wanted. Get all these little easy XP items. Joker.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun,
The only
fun.
drawback
That's a good point.
to
They
letting
probably
them
made me
die
shave,
is that
too.
the
Spent the
replacement
last 7
council
weeks working on
is
this
about a
baby.
billion
No
times
medal's worth
worse.
that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful.
Of course.
The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you?
Don't
Well,
need
I'll
to
tell
do a
you
background
the same
check,
thing I told
dude.
the captain.
You barely
want
get out of the
me
chair.
as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I love that. Are you disease? You contagious?
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Yeah, maybe in a game or two. I don't mind that story.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
He pretty much is. What the hell was that dude's name? Why can't I think of his name in that movie? Sam Jackson. It's always one of the weird things about Mass Effect 1 where you have to open the damn doors to everything. Yeah, we'll take care of everybody on level 2 here. Let's hit up Caden first. Same animation every single time.
Anything you need, Commander?
Same conversation.
Just trying to
every
get a
single
sense
time.
of where the crew's
Now,
at.
I've
Thoughts?
never played
Is this an official
Femship,
evaluation, Commander?
so
Off the record.
I tried it one time and I just never made it very far. I got bored with it. But I assume that the conversations with Ashley are much more like just like blah 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 blah, like these are, because Caden's supposed to be your love interest on that end. But
Alenko.
it's
When it's just you and me, you can consider
it's
it
so
off the record.
boring. We're talking
That's
to
a generous
Alenko.
attitude.
He's so goddamn
Okay.
boring.
I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. Bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
You were all teenagers. I'm sure you found other ways to occupy the time.
I'm not the sort who does that kind of thing.
Of course you're not.
Not like
You're a
me,
fucking
anyway.
Boy Scout.
There was a girl I spent a lot of time with, but we kept
Oh,
our
yeah.
clothes on. Rhonda.
Definitely cured the genophage.
She was
Because
from
Rex is
Turkey.
my
Her
boy.
family was very rich.
I can't
But she was
backstab Rex.
smart and
And,
charming
like,
as hell.
A
Beautiful.
lot of the renegade,
Not stuck
so-called
up about
renegade
I
choices
think you'd have liked
in
her.
3 are not renegade at all. They're just straight up evil. Like, basically, you have to either convince Morden to, you know,
Sounds like she was special to you.
walk away,
She
or you have
was.
to shoot him in the back.
Maybe she felt the
So,
same,
A, you're already
but
backstabbing
things
Morden,
never felt
and then
together.
B,
Training.
you're fucking over the whole Krogan people, especially Rex. Unless you let him die in the first one. But Rex was always my boy, so. Anyway, I have
Jump Zero's
had
a
enough
long way
of
from home.
Caden.
What was it like?
The Grand Gateway to Humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner.
No, I already
Besides,
think that, Caden.
I've got my past squared away.
Just the one? Yeah, it was just the one. Jack was.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
No, you're still boring.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
What the hell's my music? I hate that when the game, like, all of a sudden loses the music.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Yeah, I mean, I've never let Rex die, and it was only after like 3 or 4 playthroughs that I realized getting his dad's armor, or his grandfather's armor, is kind of the loyalty mission. They don't actually call it a loyalty mission, but you just do it. And I never realized that until about 3 or 4 playthroughs. I always just did it. So I never actually lost Rex in Mass
You're in
Effect
good
1.
hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly
But yeah,
thanked
if
you
it
for
was
saving me
Reeve,
from the Geth, Commander.
then you
If
can
hadn't
just
shown up,
convince Morden to walk away. They think they're cured, and you get the Krogan, you get the Solarians. Best of both worlds. Except you're fucking over the Krogan. But it wouldn't be a bad thing if Reeve was leading them.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can
It's
to
like
help
my
you
two
stop
favorite
Saren.
characters in the
I
game
promise.
that is not Liara are Rex and Grunt. They're my two favorite characters in the whole series.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It
Don't
means
worry,
a lot to hear
Liara.
you say that,
I've only
Commander.
known you for like
Thank you.
at least a half hour now. And I totally want to hit that. So I will say that I trust you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
That sounds interesting.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers. But I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found
How's it
myself
going,
in any
Jumanji
situation
bird?
my biotics could not handle.
Thanks for checking
As
in.
for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come.
Hell
Maybe
yeah,
that's why I
bellboy.
became so interested in the secrets of
Oh,
the
that is
past.
so interesting, Liara.
sounds so
I am
foolish when I say it out
totally
loud.
into that.
It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha. You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past, The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Yeah.
Sounds
But
like
not
you wanna
touched in a
dissect me
good
in
way.
lab somewhere.
What?
It was the bad kind of
No,
touch.
I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and
I
utter
do,
fool.
but I'm not going to say that to you.
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always
It's
seem to
okay,
say something
Liara.
embarrassing
You're too
around other
cute
people.
to hate.
Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful
Yeah,
cooperation
he is
in galactic
Commander
disputes.
Shepard. And
My
this
people
is his
believe we
favorite
are all part of
Asari
a
on the
single
Citadel.
galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Such as?
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
That's disgusting. What? Who the hell would say that? That's ridiculous.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or
I
may
do
not
like the
be
theory.
involved, but it is not an
I
essential
can't remember
element of the
who
union.
put it out there
The
on
true
their
connection
YouTube
is
channel.
mental. Our
That
physiology allows
the
us to
Asari are really
meld with other
parasites,
beings.
and
We can
that
touch the very
the whole
depths of their
galaxy
minds.
sees them
We
as what
explore
they
the genetic
find
memory of their
attractive.
species.
Like
We
we as
share the most
humans look at
basic
them and they
elements
look
of their
like, you know,
individual and racial
attractive blue
identities.
humanoid
We then pass
females.
these traits onto our daughters. It is how
But
we
to
learn to grow as a
Solarians, they
species
look
and how
like
we
hot
develop a
Solarians. To
greater
Taurians, they look
understanding
like
of
hot
other races.
Taurians. And basically, like, it's all so that they can mate with every creature in the galaxy and create an Asari in the end. It doesn't create a combination of the two species, it creates an Asari. So, that was a pretty interesting theory.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Yeah, that would be quite the Maury Povich situation right there.
Maybe she wanted to meet you, but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari lived for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable
No,
loss of our
Pablo,
partners.
you are.
Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
You would be the one to get like mind raped, and then all of a sudden they'd be
Goodbye,
claiming
Shepard.
paternity tests for you. You're like, I didn't do it. I swear. Anyway, let's go hit up. Who do we want to hit up? Let's go hit up my quarters. Maybe there's some XP in there. Yep. 33 XP. Actually, I probably could level up. That's right. Get a couple points here. What do we want? That'll be useful. Should increase the spawn time. That way I can use it more in battle. Nah. Down to the cargo hold. And we'll lead Ash on as well, because that's always fun. You get all of the 360 speed. Holy shit, look at this. I forgot how slow it was. This is ridiculous. Yeah, Ash first. I'll talk to you in a second, Rex.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on.
Open back door. Wait, that came out wrong.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the
I mean, the
aliens.
ones that are like
Carrying
right over
threats.
there, within
With all due
earshot,
respect, Commander,
that can hear you
should
talk
they have
right
full
now.
access to the ship?
You're concerned about those aliens.
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Well, yeah.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
Probably. Which is why I will abandon them first.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans
pretty
are.
much racism, but
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
it's like literally racism. Not even
My
like the
family's
fake kind
defended
of
the Alliance
racism
since
where
it
it's
was
like
founded.
human
My
against
father,
human. This is
grandfather,
literally
great-grandmother, they all picked
a
up the
race
lifeboat and
against
swore
another
the oath of
race.
service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Just shut up, bitch.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, sir. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
I come from a military family too. My parents were both Navy. Anybody in your family we might know?
Couldn't say, Commander. We probably have a lot in common. You join up to carry on the tradition?
No. The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still remember
I ain't a
the
race.
first
Well,
field exercise
not
in
every
Titan.
racist ever.
When we
Because
hit
some of them
mud,
are just like,
reality
hell
hit me.
yeah,
I'm
fuck
the
those
first
guys.
person who ever stood here. Then
They're
my
different
drill
than
instructor
me.
kicked me in the
I ain't
ass.
like them.
I went face first into the muck.
I'm
He spent the
sophisticated.
next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold breaking.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one I know who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Macapog boot camp, too? Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
Their smiles are so awkward in this game. I love it. Alright, I think we've talked about everything we possibly could talk about with Ash.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
Would you kiss anyone I ordered you to?
That depends, sir. If you ordered me to kiss a superior officer, that would be a violation of the regs concerning fraternization. That would make it an illegal order. I'd be required to decline and relieve you of command. Sir.
Indeed.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
I got 33 XP for her. Yeah, Garrus. Talk to Garrus.
Commander, nice work out there. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own.
I fucking love
You're free to
that.
handle things
You worked
your
with a
way.
Spectre before? No.
Buried
Nope,
by
never
rules.
have.
The damn bureaucrats are always.
But I kind of figured.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
No big deal, bud.
You did the right thing. Life's too short to sit around waiting for things to happen.
Yeah, you're probably right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
I got 66 points for him. Fuck you, Ash.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Come on, Rex.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Let's see. Should I be inconsiderate or totally dickheaded inconsiderate? We'll go dickheaded inconsiderate.
They tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
Inconsiderate? Complete dickhead.
Seems similar enough to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
Big deal. Nah, I'll be nice to you.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
Yeah, it's a pretty sad story.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist?
Well, since you're the first Krogan I ever saw.
Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
I don't need to deal with anything there. I had a rec officer.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Well, as long as you...
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come... Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like.
Fine.
But no licenses?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
There we go. That's what I wanted. Grenades. Thing I could worth selling? Yeah, bunch of shit. Anything that's a 2. And probably a 3. That thing's a piece of shit. And I'll reduce the rest to Omnigel next chance I get. And Tally. Sometimes cute, sometimes annoying. Always Tally. Oh yeah, and Adams. I don't know if you have anything useful to say,
Hey,
Adams.
Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our
Alright,
engines.
I'll get rid of her.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
I'll talk to you later, Adams. You're kind of boring.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small.
Well, you gotta be gentle.
I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful.
Can't just ram it up in there.
Alliance vessels were so advanced.
I'll tell you about it sometime.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource.
It's like, so Tally. Want to see how we fit that in there?
We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla.
I'm always
and each of
conflicted with
us
the
relies on
Quarians,
the others
because
for
it's
survival.
like,
The
yeah,
bonds among my people are strong.
there are people, they made a mistake,
We
but
have had to surrender
they're
many of the
so
freedoms
hard to
and
be
civil
sympathetic
liberties
for.
other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal
It's
for
like, other than
parents to have
Tali,
more than
most of
one
them are just
child.
straight up
If our
assholes.
population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few.
I
If our
thought that was one of the
population is in
great twists
decline,
of
the
Mass
rule
Effect
against
2,
single births is
adding
temporarily
Legion,
repealed.
making you just
In
question
extreme
everything.
cases
Like,
of
wait,
population
I was
decline,
fighting Geth this whole
incentives are even
time, and
offered
now
to
you're going to give me a
encourage
Geth as an
multiple
ally?
births.
What the
Though
fuck?
the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final
Yeah,
say.
they kind of did.
It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when
You
the
know, the
fleet was
Geth
governed by martial law.
obviously got corrupted
Fortunately, most
by
captains
the
nowadays
Reapers,
are smart
but
enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
I mean, that initial rebellion, totally not their fault at all. What were they going to do? Just lay down and die?
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power. To do so requires unanimous agreement. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more
Yeah,
about
they
the
fucked
Geth.
up.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't
They
already
freaked
know.
out
It's
because
been
they didn't
almost 3
realize that
centuries since
they
drove
made
my
an
people
AI,
into exile.
even though it wasn't on purpose.
All I know is the story of their origins.
And then they fucked up to try to hide
what
it.
they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were
How
originally
he says
created
that.
to serve
It's
as
like-
an automated manual labor force. Initially, their
I wouldn't say it's
intelligence
murder,
was
it's
as
more like
limited as
genocide.
any AI. Over
But
time, we made small modifications
it definitely
to their
backfired.
programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law.
I'm not even sure
that
that, like, most of the Quarians, obviously, that was 300 years ago. The Quarians only live about as long as humans. Humans, right, in this time frame in Mass Effect, live till about, like, 120, 125.
A million Geth thinking simultaneously.
I think Quarians live about that if they stay healthy, which a lot of them don't, so most of the time they're only going to live till about like 70 or 80 years old. There's like, there's nobody left alive back from when the rebellion happened.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to
Yet
work
they keep
in
holding
concert
the
with other
grudge.
nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in the group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input.
It's just one of those Mass Effect
Each Geth
themes
maintains an individual
that
awareness and identity.
make the game
neural
so
network
great
only operates on a
that they
process-based
tried to fuck
level.
up at the very end
It's
of
basically
the
the synthetic
3
equivalent of a subconscious.
by just undoing everything.
When
But
they're
it
in
just
close
gives you that
proximity,
like kind of
they can
quasi-morality
coordinate
where
low-level
you can
functional
kind of
processes,
see
freeing
from the
up more
Quarians angle, you
capacity
can see it
for
from the
original
Geth
or
angle,
independent thought.
and you don't exactly have like a right answer or a wrong answer. There's a gray on each side.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Yeah, just keep going.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Yeah. That was a pretty stupid decision there.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
And again, it's like
the hope was that
you're
most
talking
of the Geth would still
again
be little more than
as if
machines,
this group of Quarians did that, but they didn't. It is like the same thing as like people alive today that they try to hold responsible for slavery that happened, you know, 200, 250 years ago.
In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond.
Because they didn't give a shit.
Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
So then what you should have done right then and there is say, well, fuck it. Let's go find a planet that we could live on, and we'll start over. Instead, they wandered space like space nomads or gypsies or whatever.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them.
Sounds like a pretty big mistake. I mean, you don't have your planet, and you got wiped out mostly anyway.
Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians.
Yeah.
All organic life.
There's also the theory that
they've joined up with Saren.
maybe the original Quarians weren't exactly acting on their own. Maybe they were compelled by the Reapers to continue the cycle. So it was like a little suggestion here and there saying, hey, well, maybe, you know, maybe you should go kill those Geth. And then after that, that made it easy to manipulate the Geth because they're already a synthetic anyway. So there's always these like little subtle hints that the Reapers have their hands in everything. Alright, what do I want to level up here? That works. Alright. So we've talked to everybody. We've got pretty much every piece of XP that I think we can get on the ship right now. Let's go up the slow-ass elevator, get back to the map, and I am going to call it for the night. I appreciate you tuning in, Bellboy, and I enjoyed talking to you. So if you want to check me out next time I'm on, I'm going to try to keep plowing through. Usually takes me about 30 hours or so to get through ME1 and then on to ME2 after that. But as you can see, we got a lot to get through. The only thing we've done so far is get Liara. Let's see, was there any other XP items in here? I don't think there was. Nope. Alright, so we're going to save it right here. And we're going to pick it up next time. And we'll probably go start Kohaku's mission, because that's right in the same system. But otherwise, we're just going to roam the galaxy, picking up the missions as we go, watching his shepherd's face ghost across the screen here. What the hell's up with that? Yeah, the graphics hold up fairly well, but not that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. And until next time, take it easy.